Well, hello. Welcome back to Slinging Shots with Philip. We're here today with another video for you guys, and we're going to do some fun stuff. We got a good review coming, an interesting review on a new product that I recently picked up, and just wait till you see it. That's all I can say. Anyway, before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe down underneath, and let's build this channel out and make it a formidable force in the Slingshot community on YouTube. We appreciate that. Also, leave comments underneath. Let me know what else you would like to see on the channel. I'll do my best to cover it for you. So you're probably asking, what are we reviewing today, Philip? You know you were asking that, right? In the past, you know that I've liked to review sometimes gimmicks or unusual things that you might see on Amazon, or people send you videos of it and say, check this out. Well, today is one of those days. I recently ordered a couple of slingshots for review. One of them was for Amazon. It's been catching my eye for a while. What I liked about it was sort of a slingshot, sort of a gun. It wasn't a slingshot gun like you've seen with a sling frame on the end of a long barrel and a big old rubber band you pull out. No, it was, let me read it to you off Amazon. It's from a company called Pumplux. Yeah, Pumplux. Tactical pistol crossbow, self-opening crossbow, recurved bow equipped with 15 aluminum arrows. Did a little more digging. In fact, I'm showing it to you on Amazon right now. It also shoots 8mm steel ammo, which is the ammo that I shoot in my slingshot. So I figured that qualifies. We're going to review that thing. It's a whopping, right now on Amazon, $32.66 if you have Amazon US. It could change tomorrow. I'm not guaranteeing it. But it's $32. I said, what the heck? Let's have some fun. So a couple of days ago, I got a box in the mail. Woohoo! Here's the slingshot gun. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so here's what happens. What comes in the box? It comes with some aluminum darts, arrows. Those look kind of deadly. It comes with a couple of bigger plastic darts that you could actually use for slingshot shooting darts. Don't even ask me to go there. I absolutely refuse to shoot these. I've seen pictures of these in people's hands. It's not going to happen to me. I will never shoot a dart with a slingshot, for the record. Anyway, comes with a couple of those. It comes with some tubes, like you see on wrist rockets. It came with a couple of black ones and one green one. So you get a couple of tubes. The black ones were thicker and longer. The green ones were a little bit lighter weight. So anyway, it came with like 3 tubes. It came with some paracord. This is my own paracord that I was cutting to length, and I'll explain that to you here in a second. It came with a target for you to shoot at. Woohoo! You can see I haven't shot at it. And it came with some batteries. Because it's got a little laser sight gimmick thing to put on the Picatinny rail. Anyway, came with batteries. Takes 3 to make the laser work. So you got enough for 3 or 4 rounds of laser shooting. And it came with a bag of 8mm steel balls. Some of them fell out there in the box. You can hear them rattling around. Came with a couple of Allen wrenches to do different things with the gun. Oh, and it says that it comes with a special surprise. So I was kind of interested, what's the surprise going to be? It's actually pretty nice. It's a paracord survival bracelet. It's got a compass. So you don't get lost, assuming you know how to use a compass. It's got a whistle. Works pretty good. You open this up. It's got a ferro rod. And what you need to use the ferro rod. So this is actually kind of cool. I like this. So anyway, I'm going to put that back in the bag and keep it. So you know you want to see it, don't you? Here it comes. Oh, that looks deadly. That looks nasty. Yes, sir. All right, so here's how it's supposed to work. The paracord goes in the back here, and then your tubes go through one of these holes. Of course, I was going for this one, so it would be longer. And then what they told you to do, let me see if I can explain it. You take the paracord, obviously you'd cut the end off and melt it down, and you shove it in to the tube like so. I've even tried making a loop, and you shove it in there. You can use an Allen wrench to push it down in. Then you take one of your 8mm bearings, then you shove the bearing down in the tube to hold it in place. In their install video, it shows you to take one of your Allen wrenches and help shove it way up in there. And that proved really difficult. Obviously, I'm struggling here. Help me out, folks. So you would get it down in there. Kind of got it in. Then you take the Allen wrench and I'll get it in a second. Seem to have trouble here. All right, we're going to get it this time. I think I got it. Now we're going to push the ball down in. It's going. It's going. I even tried putting alcohol in there to make it easier to move. It's going in. It's going in. There it goes. We got her up in there. Then you would take a zip tie, which they included, like 4 of them, so you can do this multiple times. You zip tie that around there super tight. Then you would feed this through the hole, and this would go into the slot here, and then would come around and you would do the same thing on the other end. Here's where it got interesting. First I started with the green one, and they sent a piece of paracord, and I used the paracord they sent. And when I opened it up, boom, it worked. So I brought it out here to my shooting range. I'm at 10 meters from about a little bit behind the camera. I went to shoot it, and the bearing didn't even make it 10 meters. It had absolutely no power. None whatsoever. So I said, Bill, your paracord's too long. So I took it apart. Like 20 minutes later, I finally got it back together, shortened the paracord up a little bit, redid it, closed it down, set it all up, opened it up, and right about here, paracord snapped out of the latex. Won't stay. So I tried the black because it's a little thicker. Ball bearing went in, and I made sure to actually take the paracord like you saw me do. Take the paracord like you saw me do and do it this way and kind of put the bearing in the middle. So all of that would be tight inside the tube. I did it. I opened it up. And it didn't break. It managed to stay together. So I come out here to my range and I shoot it, and it barely made it to the backstop. Barely. So I went to reload, opened it back up. Before I got it open, it popped loose again. The paracord bearing setup in the tubes, even with the zip ties on there, would not hold. And I tried multiple times. I finally ran out of their paracord, and I went and got my own, which is this big old pile of stuff here. At least it's colorful. And I could not get it to work. I tried. I probably sat at my table for like a half an hour. My fingers were sore. I was afraid I was going to bust this hand up, and I'm a guitar player, and I need that hand for chords. So I was being very careful, but my fingers were sore. I could not get it to work. Every time I would open it, it would snap. I made sure to keep my face away from it. It would snap. I could not get it to open without the cord popping out of the tube. It's like, how are you supposed to shoot this stupid thing? So I got to thinking, Philip, how can we make it better? And then I remembered that pocket knife slingshot that I had I ended up putting flat bands on it, and it made it viable. It made it a good shooting slingshot. I said, let's figure out how to put flat bands on that thing. And so that's what we set out to do. So what I did is I found some .7 simple shot black bands for heavy duty that you could shoot some serious stuff with. And I used my band tying jig, and I just basically tied a knot with the paracord, flipped the bands over, and tied it up like I would a regular pouch. So the paracord becomes my pouch. I even measured the elongation factor of the latex and how long the draw was so I could do the calculation and get the maximum strength out of it to try it out. And it took a while. It was kind of a pain because you don't have much room to work. And I got out here and I shot it a couple of times, and it was better. I actually was able to hit the black close to a target. And then I tried one of them arrow things, and it scraped the ground going up to the backdrop. Absolutely no power. I think because of the plastic, there's a lot of resistance of that thing trying to fly out of there. The weight and everything and the lack of actual elastic. I think there was like 2.5, 3 inches on each side. So today, before I made the video, I said, let's open that thing up and check it out and see if we can make it work for the video this afternoon. So I go to open it up and my flat band snapped. What would happen is when it would open, they would get caught on these bolts and it ripped it. I literally got like 3 or 4 shots out of this flat band. And you know what? I'm not going to bother fixing it because it's just a piece of junk. It's got a laser, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a laser sight. And the laser sight worked. I don't know if you can see it down there, but I've got a red spot on my black drape. Okay, so that's good. It's got a Picatinny rail, and the laser is actually pretty decent, but I still think it's a gimmick. Here's the big problem. If you could get your bands or your tubes or whatever it is you're going to use to make it work, actually holding up and having power, this is where I think the problem is going to be. The way the release mechanism works, I don't know if you can see it in there. You can see it right down in there. There's a little lever on there, and your paracord goes down in there. So when you go to shoot, your paracord goes down in there. And so when you go to shoot, you pull the trigger and it pushes it up, and then it flies down. I didn't have a good angle on it, but that's how it works. Okay? So the problem is the trigger pull. You know, a good gun has a featherweight trigger on it. That way you don't move the actual gun or crossbow when you pull the trigger. This one had such a heavy pull that even if I had my laser dead on down there, by the time I pulled it, it was going to be who knows where because it was so hard. So what do you think, Philip? For $32, might make a good club. Although it could bite you. But it looks really cool. But looks don't work. I think it's the biggest piece of junk I've ever spent $32 on in my life. And I'm going to leave an Amazon review on it. It's going to get 1 star only because I can't leave 0 stars. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, a couple of good things that I am going to take out of this. Got a few extra 8mm bearings. Not that I need them, but I got an extra piece in my supply now. So I got some bearings. And you know what? This survival bracelet is worth like 3 times as much as this thing. So I got a $32 survival bracelet made out of paracord. It costs $32. And oh, buy the survival bracelet, we'll send you this tactical crossbow pistol that doesn't work. So you know what I'm going to do with this thing? Let me grab my phone and we'll go show you. All right, I'm going to flip the camera. All right. So, all right, we're going over here. I think you can see right here is my trash can. So I'm going to open the lid. Sayonara. Hope you live a better life than you did with me. That's exactly where it belongs, in the trash. So It is gone. It is done. And I want nothing to do with that piece of junk. All right, so that is my review. It's a 1-star appliance. It absolutely does not work. Don't waste your $32. I was going to put a speed gun on it and check the feet per second and see what kind of velocity it got. But it's so bad, it's not even worth the effort to do it. It's terrible. It stinks. So that saved me some time on my video. And like, I don't know why. It's no good. So remember, guys, if you want a $32 paracord survival bracelet that comes with a piece of junk tactical pistol crossbow slingshot thing, I'm not even going to leave a link to it in the description because I don't want to waste anybody's money on it. So not all reviews are good, but I do like the funky, gimmicky, weird stuff in the slingshot world. It's just fun. And I think people enjoy the reviews. So I've got another one that'll be arriving here in about a week. It's probably on the slow boat. But when it gets here, it's going to be a fun review, and I think you're going to really like that one. Remember, leave a link or a comment showing me something you would like to see me review on the channel, and I will, if I can afford it, if I can find the funds, or if you want to send something to me to review, I'll be glad to review it. But I love to do reviews of unusual and some really cool slingshots. A couple of weeks ago, I reviewed a couple of really nice ones. Having said that, let's tie up the video. Remember, if you want a really good survival bracelet that comes with a tactical bow slingshot, you could order this thing off of Amazon, but you're going to have to go find it because I'm not giving you a link. It was great seeing you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. God bless. And until the next one, you keep on slinging. Get out and blow up some cans. That's what I like doing. Have a good one, guys. Thanks. Trying to then I even measured the elongation and measured the length of the draw here. And I measured the length of the draw so I could try and get like maximum power out of it.